Yes, folks, it's been a remarkable start to the weekend, but we welcome you back to the Formula Regional European Championship.
We are back this weekend for the Formula Regional European Championship by Alpine. And let's just say this much, we've got an exciting qualifying session still to come for you. Very much delayed this session, being Imola, there was just a TCR race out on track and they had a red flag along with the Italian F4 Championship. So there's about a 15-minute delay to the start of this qualifying session. But either way, we are on track for Formula Regional European Championship by Alpine. Hey again, hello Elizabeth, welcome in. Got about a 15-minute delay to the start of this stream, because TCR Italy, that was last out on track, decided to have a delay. And they also delayed to their start of the race because Italian F4 had a delay. So, yeah, as we all know, there that big crash that happened in race 1 just half an hour ago. There was this car already stopped on track, and that is Al Moshri stopped on track, the Axel GP car. This might end up in a red flag. Now, does that car has no wheel on the left rear of that car. That is a finger problem for that team. They can't seem to get that wheel has come loose off that car. So that brand new Pirelli tyre is off in the gravel. Red flag immediately in this session, and Al Moshri has no wheel, which is a bit of a problem, more or less. But that car will most likely get taken out of the way, and we will hopefully get back underway. But that is a strange start to the start of this session. That car, though, has no wheel. The Axel GP car of Al Moshri stopped on the side of the track. That is just before you hit Ravazza 1, so that's T17, or just before turn 17. But, yeah, that car is going to have to be retrieved. These marshals have done epic work throughout this weekend. Epic work indeed. We have this. We've just had TCR Italy out on circuit. We've now got Freca. We've then got a lunch break, then followed by Italian F4, then a 180-minute Italian GT race, which I will not be doing, because that's 180 minutes of my life wasted. But yes, so these marshals down there at Italy have been working extremely hard. But yeah, red flag through this first part of qualifying. If you don't know how qualifying works here at the Formula Regional European Championship by Alpine, it works like this. So Group B, one session, which is Q1, which we saw on Saturday, Q1 will be out with, for example, this goes in championship order. So Group A in Q1 was 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 in the championship. Group B is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, so on in the championship. Today, we start off with Group B, which is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, so on. Group A will be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, so on. So, depending on where you are on the championship is what group you get out first. These track conditions are going to be a bit worse because there has just been a TCR race with... and it tends to be that TCR don't lay down the best rubber on this circuit. So that the second session will have the best track conditions here. I did actually see what happened in that TCR race. It was just practically barrier damage that caused the red flag. But we're back underway now for this first part of qualifying, Group B. Yeah, we're back underway. So the green light is on. Teams have now gone here. So it's now the second phase of warming these tyres up. The tyre will now be a bit of a harder compound of Pirelli because you get one heat cycle through it. It hardens the compound of tyre. So this is the Pirelli compound tyre. It's sort of like a harder compound. The tyre is now even harder because it's had one outlap come back in. So now that rubber will be quite hard. So it'll be a bit harder to warm the tyre up here. So to try and get that tyre phased, it will be quite important in this session. We've just done one outlap, one inlap, one outlap, one push lap. That's what that tyre would have just done, which would have been quite stressful indeed. But this session is back underway after a red flag. 12 minutes and 10 seconds to go in this session. Tim Gerhards, Yaroslav Veselau, Gagrani, Al Moshri, Matteo De Paolo, Ricky Liu, Yuki Yamakashi, Enzo Ye, Dion Gauda, Enzo Deligny, Akshay Bora, Nakamura Berta, Belov, and Jack Beaton in this session. So those are some big names. That includes Matteo De Paolo, who is a big name in this session. He's sitting position 2 in the championship at the moment. Not many retirements from Matteo De Paolo, of course. Matteo De Paolo and Freddie Slater came together at Misano in the first race of the championship. So that's really the only retirement those two have had. Those two came together in round 1 at Misano. It wasn't exactly a good look for them for their championship, but they were able to come back after that and really put on some good performances and show this field that they are championship contenders. Of course, the Formula Regional European Championship by Alpine leads on to Formula 3, which is then a gateway to Formula 2, then a gateway to Formula 1 in the end. So all these feeder categories that I stream are quite important in that road to Formula 1. So green light is on. It'll take a few laps, as I said, for these Pirelli tyres to get temperature and pressure to them. But yesterday, early on today, we saw quite the I think it was domination from Freddie Slater early on today, and I don't think it was Freddie Slater. I'm sure it wasn't Freddie Slater. When did I stream race 1? I can't remember when I streamed race 1. I don't know if it was this morning or if it. I've had so many streams that I've done today that I've still got Italian F4 in my head. So I've done so many streams today that I've still got Italian F4 in my head. So that's a bit of a problem. But, you live. But what we do know is that Matteo De Paolo sits second in this championship. First place in the championship, though, is Freddie Slater. So that obviously makes a coincidental thought that Matteo De Paolo is sitting second in this championship. So laps will probably start either this lap or next time around, depending on whether or not these tyres are temp and pressure. You'll normally know when they're up to temp and pressure because the tyre will be quite grippy. There'll be a lot of tyre through the grip. Wow, my words aren't wording. There'll be a lot of grip through the tyre and you'll be able to feel it. So Matteo De Paolo, I think this time around, will start a lap. That's exactly what he's done. Matteo De Paolo will start a lap here and make his run. Now, down, up through the Tamburello chicane for the first time. And that intermediate, 244 kilometres an hour as you run through turn 2 into turn 3 and turn 4. first run through Varianta and Tamburello. This is the Villeneuve chicane. He's just gone 1.8 seconds fast. Of course, Matteo, the first person to really do a lap this time around. 1.8 seconds up is that margin for Matteo De Pallo. And it's going to be all about getting clear air for this session. Bit of grass there on the left-hand side as they run up through Piratella. Turning left through the long left-hander into Piratella, choosing your braking point as you've now run up through Aqua Minerale. This fast run, using that apex curb, pounding off that apex curb, using the outside ripple strip, and then braking around about 100 meters before the corner of Variante Alta, using both ripple strips. The left-hand side ripple strip, which is turn 14, you use a lot of that in a Formula 4 car. Then on exit, you use a bit of the ripple strip through turn 15. That's third gear in a Formula 1 car. I reckon that's second gear in a Formula 4 car. Now into Ravazza 1. Running through, using a bit of the ripple strip once again. Turning left through the second Ravazza. And Matteo De Pallo has gone 7.5 seconds up on this lap. It will be, this time around, as he runs to the line, it's a 40.4. That is quite a slow time compared to what we saw in Q1 last time out when we went qualifying. Here, Yamakashi has just done a 140.9. So we saw 38.5s. 138.5s the other day, so that lap is not indicative. Matteo De Pallo will continue to keep running here and try and lower that lap time anywhere possible as he runs on the exit, using every bit of roads, and then up through Tosa, the hairpin, braking and spotting the apex there on the left-hand side, using the ripple strip once again on the outside. We're looking on board with Dion Gauda, this is Hiyu Yamakashi. He's sitting second in this standings at the moment. He's 1/10 off the pace of Matteo De Pallo. That is soon to change. If I were these drivers here, I'd probably go 3 consecutive push laps in a row as Hiyu Yamakashi gets real sideways on the exit of Aqua Minerale. And now into Variante Alta. On the exit, using the ripple strip once again. Here, Yamakashi 3/10 off Matteo De Pallo through that second sector. Braking now into the Ravazzas. This is Ravazza 1. Just missed the apex there a little bit, EU. So he'll lose a bit of time, but he carried good speed through the final Ravazza. That's all you really worry about as he comes to the line. And no push to pass allowed in qualifying, so it's all about pure pace. What pace does he, Yamakashi, have? As he comes to the line, it's P2. Matteo De Pallo's done a 39.6, and Yamakashi's done a 40.0 to the line. Ricky Liu, 39.9, he goes second. Enzo Deligny, 39.7. Times are now throwing in. Jack Beaton, 39.8. I think that's the fastest time he's done all weekend. Jack Beaton, but Matteo De Pallo over Enzo Deligny and Jack Beaton. What a lap time to be up there for the Australian in P3. Dion Gauda, Calgrani goes up there, and Michael Belov has done a 39.5, quickly beaten by Akshay Bora on a 39.1. So it shows that 39.9 for Matteo De Pallo is nearly 8/10 slower than what everybody else is doing right now. Enzo Deligny seems to be on a cool lap. He's half a second slower, and you'd think if he was on a push lap, he'd be purple through the first sector, but he's not. I think he's on a cool-down lap this time around. He will go again. It's short, sharp sessions, these ones are, because they're only 12 minutes. By the time you get out there, you do your 3 warm-up laps. You only get really 4 or 5 laps as Dion Gauda goes wide at the Tamburello chicane. So that's through turn 2. Oh, sorry, that's Villeneuve. So that's the Villeneuve chicane that he's gone wide there. And there's a bunch of dirt and gravel kicked up in the background. I think this is Dion Gauda now, as he runs up into Variante Alta. And this is Hiyu Yamakashi. How does the race progress? What do you mean? Like, how is the race progressing? This is qualifying. Hiyu Yamakashi, personal best through all 3 sectors. He's done a 39.2 to go second. Akshay Bora is about 3/10 off through that second sector at the moment. He's just gone to the top, though, He's currently at the top. As he runs to the line, it'll be really important that you actually get slipstream. He's running through the final corner now. And to the line for Akshay Bora. He's 3/10 up. 38.7. Yep, qualifying, I mean. So, qualifying, it progresses in, well, it's 2 parts. So, this is Group B. So, Group B will go in championship order. So, it all goes in championship order. As we take a little replay of that is the XLGP, one of the XLGP cars, running a bit wide. But how qualifying works is in so this is Group B. So, it goes in championship order. So, in Group B, 2nd, 4th, 6th, 8th, and 10th, and so on in the championship go out in Group B. So, Group B is even numbers in the championship. Group A is odd numbers in the championship. So, next up, which will be Group A, which will be 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 in the overall championship. So, that's how it's broken down, and it's all just to try and stop traffic on the track so that drivers can get good laps in consistently. So, that's how it works. That's how it works in the championship. As Matteo Topalo runs to the line. He's not getting a toe, but it's close enough to it. He's gone P2. He's done a 39.1. Oh, okay. Well, now you know. Now you know. Akshay Bora has done a 38.7. That is the time to beat. We're only 2/10 off what Enzo Deligny did yesterday in Group B. In Group A. In Group B. So Enzo Deligny is in this session. He's down in P9. He's our pole city yesterday. At the moment, Akshay Bora is on provisional pole. The track will only ramp up. And for those people who are wondering, what does the track ramp up mean? It means more rubber is put down by this Pirelli tyre. So the Pirelli tyre will continue to put down rubber, meaning the track will only get faster. So when I say Group A will be the quickest, it's because more rubber will be put down from Group B. So there you go. There's a good life lesson for you, for those people that don't know, that are watching at the moment. Enzo Deligny, he's 400ths off the pace of Akshay Bora, so he's provisionally second on the predictor here. Jack Beaton, he's 300ths off, so that Prema car of Jack Beaton is looking really quick at the moment. Jack Beaton, the Aussie, of course, competed in Australian F4 last year, really did well there at the moment. And someone else is going really quick at the moment, and that is Michael Belov. He's going quite quick through the first sector. It's his personal best, but it's still quick. It's matching Matteo Topalo through the second sector. Nobody can really touch Akshay Bora at the moment. He's done a 1:38.7, the time to beat there. Ricky Liu is in P3, Matteo Topalo P2, Hii Yamakoshi P4, Ki Nakamura Bertha in P5, and yes, that is a familiar name. Really familiar name, really. Hii Yamakoshi's done a 39.2. He's gone P4. Enzo Deligny to the line. And this lap is going to put him quite far field, possibly P2. If he continues, it's P1 for Jack Beaton. For Enzo Deligny, it's a 38.7. Jack Beaton has gone P5. He's done a 39.2. So yesterday's pole sitter is on provisional pole. He's done a 38.6. He's gone 1 whole tenth faster, and he's fastest through the final sector. Tim Gerhard has moved up into P10. He's done a 39.6, and Yaroslav Veslau in P13 has done a 39.8. So it's crazy tight out there. The field, which is 13 cars, separated by a second. That's tight. 400ths up is Enzo Deligny. It's going to be a battle for provisional pole position. And the reason why I say provisional pole position, go back 3 minutes in the stream, and that will explain you why. Enzo Deligny, 400 up. Matteo Topalo, though, is not improving. He's in P3. If he stays P3, he could be knocked down quite far the grid, because the track is continuing to ramp up through this session. 300 up is Enzo Deligny. Akshay Bora is 1/10 up. It's a provisional pole battle between Enzo Deligny and Akshay Bora. Here, they're actually behind each other. They're only like 20 seconds behind each other here, so Enzo Deligny's getting a little bit of a toe. He's 300 up through the second sector. It will all come down now to the final sector. Al Moshri, who is, of course, out of this session with that tyre that blew off in that first part of the session. But Akshay Bora, he's 300 up. Enzo Deligny is not improving at the moment on our sectors. Ricky Liu and Jack Beaton, their top fastest time has just got deleted because of track limits. Enzo Deligny to the line. Akshay Bora to the line. we're just looking out. Enzo Deligny does not improve. He's done a 38.8. He's 1/10 off his own fastest lap. Akshay Bora, though, could possibly steal it off him. He's 2/10 up through the microsectors. At the moment, there's a car off with a big dust plume there. Big dust plume, but it doesn't affect Akshay Bora. What does he do to the line? He's got a slipstream slightly from the car in front. He's gone to the top. It's a 39.503. He's 0.03 of a second faster than what we saw in Q1 yesterday. Or even on yesterday evening. Wow, that's tight. So, if the track improves, then that time will be beaten. Very much. But Enzo Deligny, actually Bora, sorry, is on pole position. Now, let me break that down for you, because Elizabeth thinks I've had about 10 coffees. Let me break that down for you. So, Jack Beaton's time was deleted. Track limits. The closest place you can get track limits is T17, which is turn 17, or Acqua Minerale, or even Piratella, on the exit of Piratella, which is turn 9, turn 11, 12, or 13, or turn 17, which is Ravazza. So, those are the only places you can get your time deleted. But, Akshay Bora is on provisional pole. Broken that down for you. Let's go through the results. Akshay Bora, provisional pole over Enzo Deligny, Matteo De Paolo, Ricky Lee, Jack Beaton, Jin Nakamura, Michael Belov, Hideo Makoshi, the Japanese driver, Dion Gowda in P9, Tim Gerhardt's P10, Ri Yang Hei in P11, Aditya Kalgrani in P12, Yaroslav Veslau in P13, Saka Al-Moshri in P14. Gents, ladies, take a breath, because we're only 3 minutes away from the next qualifying session, and that's when I have the feeling of like I've had 10 coffees, because it's a fast fire session. You've only got 12 minutes, and you've got to do a lap. So that's why the commentary is so unbelievably quick, and the times are so unbelievably quick. Now, ladies and gents, keep the time in your head. 1:38.5, the time to beat. 1:38.508 is the time to beat. I'm going to write that down. 1:38.508 is the time to beat in qualifying. In the next part of qualifying, Matteo De Paolo here replay as he runs through the chicane. More or less a slow-mo replay, and that's Enzo Deligny as well, running through one of these chicanes. I think that's the Villeneuve chicane. Very famous chicane, more or less. Again, Deligny using every bit of that curb there. And using a bit more on the exit. Take a breath. Get ready to go again. Get ready to go again with another group. And new drivers. So, as I said, Group 1 now. So this is Group 2A. Qualifying 2A. Keep that in the back of your mind. Qualifying 2A here for Freca. Yes, it's confusing, I know. Qualifying 2A. This session goes off 1st, 3rd, 5th, 7th, 9th, so on in the championship. So, 1st, 3rd, whatever, so on in the championship. So, this session will go off that. And we've got 15 more minutes. Let's go again. Let's do it all again, ladies and gents. I had to check the playback speed if I don't have it on 1.5 speed. No, you don't have it on 1.5 speed. It's just the nature of this session. It's so quick. It's so fast fire. It's 15 minutes around a minute 30 track. You tend to get that. In these sorts of sessions, but it's fast fire. And it will get even more tense, because it's now the battle for pole position for race number 2, which will be happening on Tuesday. So, race number 2, of course, you can spoil it for yourself and watch it on the Formula Regional European Championship by Alpine YouTube channel. So, yeah, you can spoil it for yourself. It's actually on from 11 PM my time, so that's in a couple hours' time. So, you can spoil it for yourself, or you can watch it here on Tuesday. after the Formula 1 Grand Prix on Monday. And then, yeah, so you can either watch it or you can spoil it. You can watch it here or you can spoil it. Either one. Okay, let's get this session, though, underway. 13 and a half minutes to go. It's not long, as I've said many times over before. It's not long. You don't have that much time. And by the time you finish 2 out laps around here, you only have about 9 minutes. 9 minutes, you get 2 push laps, 1 cool down lap, and 1 more lap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 laps in this session. 5 laps. So you don't have time to get your head in. What's good, Thomas? Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You have not missed, well, you have missed a lot. Not to be demotivational or anything, but you have missed quite a lot. You've missed Formula 1 qualifying, you've missed Formula 1 practice 1, practice 2, practice 3, you've missed Freca race 1, you've missed Freca qualifying, you've missed Italian F4. Yes, okay, good. I didn't want to rattle the rest of that off. Okay, now time to get all hyped up again, which Elizabeth seems to not like about this stream, because she keeps checking if it's on 1.5 speed. It's not, I assure you. Unless you've put another video on 1.5 speed. But it's time to get all quick again. Glad I didn't lose my mod privileges for it. No, well, you were like, yeah, you were still quite away from losing your mod privileges. You wouldn't have had, okay, you wouldn't have had to come for another month worth of streams to lose it. It seems like I deserve to do the cable whip challenge for it. I think you do. I think you do. I think you need to upload it on that Thomas Wright channel. Also, by the way, if he does upload it, go subscribe. Yeah, it's just Thomas Wright. Yeah. Anyways, quick promotion, back to the action. Thomas, I'm gonna have to introduce you to my new commentary box. Welcome. This is my bedroom. This is my commentary box. In both. You missed quite a lot. You missed the 2-hour stream that I did. But yeah, this is my new commentary box. This is my bedroom for the next month or so. Anyways, oh yeah, I like it. Thank you. I have a chair. It goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. I was a bit confused. It goes up, it goes down. It goes up, it goes... I love it. I've got my track map here. I've got my hundreds of reminders that that Elizabeth has been reminding me to upload the cable whip challenge. As the cars finish their formation lap, I'm going to continue exploring. I'm showing you. This is to Thomas and Elizabeth, by the way. This is my speaker. This is reminders of what? The cable whip challenge. This is cable whip challenge. This is my speaker where I get the audio from.
In the weekend, and he talked us through some of the complexities around.
That's the audio. That's my bed. That's my bed. That's my clothing. That's more clothing. This is my desk. This is my camera. This is my TV. My PC screen. I've got more screens here. I've got a screen there. I've got more reminders here. There you go. Commentary box 2 are done. And we've still got 10 minutes to go. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. I should have clipped that. That could have been... Oh, wait, clip that. Add that for a video. We're doing that for a video. It's clipped. Clip it. Hello. Bye. Okay, don't clip it then. Fine. That's fine. That's fine. Anyways, the car's all bundled up at the moment, trying to find a better track position. But, yeah. This session, it is qualifying Group A. Once again, gonna have to explain, or just ask Elizabeth. Just ask Elizabeth, because I'm not explaining it again. But, so, I'll explain it again. Fine. So, Group A. This is Group A in qualifying. Group A is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11 in the championship, and so on. So, this is Freca, as you can see by the title. So, yeah, this session is qualifying 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 in the championship. Go out in this session. We just had Group B. That was 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, so on in the championship. The fastest time in that session was a 1:38.5. That time, I assure you, will get beaten if the track rubbers in. It has rubbered in since Group B. It is now time to go qualifying for Group A. Here, 8.5 minutes to go, and Pedro Claro now has started his lap. The Brazilian, who really was quite dominant. Sounds good. So far, I get it. Okay, that's good. Because the amount of times I've explained it this stream. I've explained it 4 or 5 times this stream. Anyways, Pedro Claro. He is on a lap, and so is Taito Kato. Pedro Claro, though, he won race 1. Come from memory. Pedro Claro won race 1 a bit earlier on today. In race 1, he won that one by just... well, he won it by less than a second, more or less. And it was quite deservingly well done for Pedro Claro. Evan Joulter and Taito Kato are both on a lap as well, the 2 French drivers. Evan Joulter has been quick recently. Taito Kato, he's been quick, hasn't been able to show his real, true form as well. So he hasn't really been able to show his true form lately. As Pedro Claro run to the line, we'll see what this first lap is like. It's not going to be fastest. It's going to be a 40.3. But again, I hope you got that time noted down. It's a 38.5 you have to beat. We've just seen a 40.0. Taito Kato has just done a 39.8. 1.3 seconds off. Freddie Slater is not going as quick as what we'd expect him to. Meanwhile, Baron Bakti, has gone 5th. Schwartzman has gone P7. Quickly displaced by Ian Ekmans, and Robertson up in P4 as well. So really good session so far for him. Freddie Slater, though, he's now picked up his pace. What is Formula 3 and Freca driver. From his recent form, he's been... Oh, here we go again. Yes, here we go again. Freddie Slater, what's the time going to be? It is a 39.7. Thomas, again, what? You're about to see me in 2 times speed in about 3 minutes' time. Or even 4 minutes' time. 4 minutes' time, you're about to see me in... Oh, Freddie Slater's got wides! Freddie Slater right over the gravel. Somehow, didn't go in the wall. Over the gravel. Championship leader nearly ended up in the wall. That was really close. And that was running through the Tamburello chicane. Whew. Take a deep breath. That was close. Freddie Slater just nearly ended up in the wall. Championship leader just nearly ended up... Oh, wow. Okay. Deep breath. Go again. Pedro Claro, P8 at the moment. He's 2 tenths up. Evan Joulter, 5 tenths up. Taito Kato, 6 tenths up. What does Pedro Claro do? He's down in P8. He's just done a 39.4. He's gone 2 tenths faster than what Freddie Slater has. Joulter has just done a 39.1. He's gone 2 tenths faster now than what Pedro Claro has just done. Taito Kato has now just gone to the top. He's done a 39.1. The time to beat a 1:38.5. It's less than 2 tenths separating the top 2 cars. It's tight. Schwartzman up to P4, 39.6. Ian Ekmans, third, 39.4. Robertson, 4th, 39.4. My words are getting mixed up. Ian Ekmans down in P3 at the moment. He's starting a lap. I think he's backed off. Machio is down in P12. He's just moved up into P12. He's done a 40.3. So, take another deep breath. And this is what happens to... I think that's okay, so that's just wide there for one of the Axel GP cars. And that's Freddie. This is Freddie Slater. So, off, gravel, still gravel, back on the tarmac. And about this far away from being in the wall. That was close. And my heart dropped before my eyes did. Pedro Claro, he is 1/10 off Taito Kato. And I don't think I'll have a voice at the end of this, by the way. Pedro Claro is 1/10 exactly off Taito Kato. And it's just gone on the microsectors, 400s up on Taito Kato. We're about to get another fast fire, rapid parts of this session. Nikita Bedram, 800s down, and personal best, Evan Joulter, he's up, 100th up on Taito Kato. Pedro Claro to the top, it's a 39.1. Evan Julter, watch out for him. He's gone P1 now, 39.0. Nikita Bedrin is up. He's 0.1 faster than anybody else in the field at the moment. Nikita Bedrin, slipstream to the line. This is going to be rapid. To the line, it's a 13.89. Good lap there from Nikita Bedrin. Freddie Slater is down in P11. I can feel my voice going, Thomas, by the way. P11 at the moment for Freddie Slater. Al Daheri is 0.1 up. Nikita Bedrin has done a 38.9. It's the time to beat, but the time for pole is a 1:38.5. Freddie Slater through the microsector. He's 2/10 up. Al Daheri is 2 milliseconds off. Al Daheri, he'll run to the line. Will he go provisional pole? Or even P2? 38.9 from Al Daheri. Freddie Slater? 38.5. He's 800s off. He's 800s off Freddie Slater. It's a 38.5. My chat is spamming me. Don't lose your voice. I'll try not to. Freddie Slater has gone to the top. Oh, you'll be commentating in sign language. I probably will. Ian Ekmans. 0.1 up at the moment. He's personal best. 2.5 minutes to go. Nikita Bedrin over Rashid Al Daheri. It is 800ths off pole. Freddie Slater, he'll want that pole position over his rival Matteo De Parlo. Over his rival from race 1, Enzo Deligny, who won race 1. Ian Ekmans getting sideways, the Belgium driver, on the exit of Villeneuve. And to the line, this is one of the Axel GP cars running to the line. Will this time be an improvement? I don't reckon. No, nobody's on a time at the moment. It's the final laps. Chap, be warned. Be warned. Thomas, Elizabeth, be warned. It's about to get wild in here. We're about to decide pole position. Freddie Slater is 800ths off pole. If he's to go again, he'd have to find 800ths. 800ths. 0.088 of a second he needs to find to get pole position. It's tiny margins for a circuit that's 4.9 kilometers in length. Evan Julter, he's 0.1 off. He's down in P4. It's personal best. Taito Kato is matching Freddie Slater through the first sector, but he's not beating Enzo Deligny, whose time is a 38.5. We saw that in the last session. So that's the time you need to beat to get pole. A 38.508. Freddie Slater has done a 38.8. He's done a 38.596. 38.5. 38.5. I can't speak. Just shush. There was a yellow flag out at some point. Evan Julter is 2/10 off. Ian Ekmans is 1/10 off. It's going to be tight. There's going to be a lot of changes through this session, and I don't think this session is as fast-fired rapid as what it was last session. I'm going to say that, and it's going to blow up in about a minute's time. There's less than a minute. 30 seconds to go in this session. I don't think anybody will beat Enzo Deligny. Evan Julter, Freddie Slater has gone fastest than anybody. He's 200ths up. He needs to find more. He needs to find more to get pole here. He's only 200ths up. Evan Julter stays P4. Ian Ekmans has moved up into P8. Well, he's currently half a second off. He's P8. It will probably put him P5 on those numbers. Freddie Slater is on for provisional pole. This is the man you want to look for. He's 300ths up at the moment. And on to go pole. There was a car that nearly took him out then. That was really close. That was one of the Axel cars. That was the Campos car. Nearly running into the back of him. Evan Julter, he's 800ths off. He's down in P4. Nikita Bedrin in P2. Freddie Slater is only 600ths off pole. He's running to the line. He's around the final Arazza. Does he grab pole? He will. Freddie Slater will just grab pole by less than 500ths. Freddie Slater, what a lap. He will grab pole by less than what? Less than 400ths of a second.
Onto the gravel track though, another visit by Javier Segura, who has unfortunately had yet another miserable run this weekend in qualifying, and also a trip into the gravel for the ART driver of Canato Lay out to the Villeneuve chicane. As we now watch Evan Giltaire look to come across the line as well, looking to improve. He has posted improvements in every sector so far on this lap. Not enough to go faster than Slater, though, at this moment. And it will be at the moment for Evan Giltaire as we do see more changes. Clearo up to third fastest. Giltaire moves ahead of Rashid Al-Dahiri into fourth fastest for the 1:38.932. 4/10 of a second away from our P1 sitter in Group A, Freddie Slater. Slater will be disappointed again. Narrowly, he misses out by mere fragments on the overall pole time. It was a 1:38.503 for Akshay Bora to go fastest. We're talking 27 thousandths between the two drivers. Come the close of qualifying, that's a closer gap than it was yesterday. You've got to give both drivers credit. It was Akshay Bora, though, on this occasion, who has now achieved his first pole position of the season as the session comes to an end, and we'll look forward to the race that will be coming up later on this afternoon at 2 p.m. local time. Let's run you through the classification. Freddie Slater on pole position. Well, not on pole position, provisional pole, obviously top of the times in Group A, a 1:38.530 ahead of Nikita Bedrin. Pedro Clearo third, Evan Giltaire fourth, Kasper Stuka rounds out the top five in a better performance for him. We'll take a look at the bottom five as well. Nanda Vidbir and Bakti, Kato Lay, Giovanni Maschio, Javier Segura down in 14th with Edouard Borgner in 15th as well.
Okay. I've just noticed George Morgan can pronounce those names much better than me. Good on you, George Morgan. Good on you. Yeah, that's... Well, there you go. Freddie Slater on pole. Now, I did see a cable whip message. Oh, Lord. Okay, here we go. Okay, BCW, the cable whip progress. Cable whip progress. 2 hours and 21 minutes away. Thanks to my internet. Thank my internet for that. Yeah, so you asked the question, cable whip. 2 hours and 21 minutes away. Yep, I'm not joking. Not joking, 2 hours and 21 minutes away. Oh, you're uploading it? Cool. Wow. Best reaction I've seen all day. Awesome. Oh my god, I was expecting oh my, why is it so long? But yeah, I'm uploading it. Because that's, yeah. Anyways, fast fire session done. I've now got my dinner break after streaming all day. That's 1 hour. Hey, I was also always supportive. Yeah, you were. Thomas, you are supportive. And so is Elizabeth. Because Elizabeth joined at 1 a.m. last night and showed her support. So, salute. You know what I want to do right now? I want to play the Australian national anthem. Just to salute you guys. Oh, I don't know. Maybe the American national anthem. I don't know. Maybe the Canadian national anthem. I don't know. I want to play some sort of national anthem just to salute. You know? You weren't here at 1 a.m., Thomas, so shush. Damn! Oh my god. Damn, bro just got absolutely done. Woo! Thomas, that must burn. That must burn. That's a burn if I've ever seen one. Woo! Yeah, no, that's a burn. That one's gonna be lit on fire for months. Anyways, next up we've got the 35 lap race. Involves pit stops for Formula 2. Yep, definitely. Thomas has ended his career, guys. That's it. We're all done. Thomas is ending his career. Anyways, apply cold water to a burnt area. Don't apply cold water to electricity. You will die. Kids, don't do it. Not a good idea. Anyways, we've got the Formula 2 feature race still to come, which is the final action of the day. I know. Crying emojis. You're all going to miss me. We've got the Formula 2 feature race. Still to come. The Formula 2 feature race. That's 35 laps. It involves pit stops. So, it's going to be good. It's going to be epic. I'm really excited to commentate it. But I just have to get my voice back before I do so. Because I'm going to be speaking in sign language next stream if I don't get my voice back. But, yeah, time for dinner break. You guys all go have lunch, because I think it's lunchtime. You guys have lunch. I'm going to have dinner. And we're going to be hip hip hooray. We're going to be hip hip hooray, because we're all going to get a break. But yeah, that's it for the Formula Regional European Championship Alpine. It'll be back Tuesday for the final race of the weekend. But up next, it's time for the Formula 2 feature race. Thomas, I hope you can join me again. Bon appetit, indeed. Bon appetit, my friends. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, Thomas. And I'll catch you guys all in around about an hour's time for the Formula 2 feature race. Thomas, I hope you can join again for Formula 2. I'll catch you guys soon. Bye-bye.